Once again, Novi side is familiar with at least two of the players, Kvars and Miezis, from the Europe Cup this year in Amsterdam. Team Latvia beat Novi side, well, not Novi side, also known as Serbia in the national competitions. Crossover, step back, comes up empty initially. And Novi side's gonna make them pay two-piece. Start the game with a two-ball. And that kind of reminds you, don't ever count Novi side Wahda out with the maestro giving you some string music. Swat. So Team Riga, first experience and first appearance on the World Tour. But you don't have to look any further than Team Lausanne than to recognize that experience doesn't always matter. Lausanne here playing on the World Tour for the first time, and they're into the final. Ooh. Meantime, that was pretty scary. But the Anthrops moving all right, looks like. Gets the ball in the corner. He almost hit that with the shot clock winding down. Here's Sub-Zero. And we saw some of the strategy in the quarterfinals as Sub-Zero hits the turnaround. Jamie, please. But in the quarterfinal, we saw Sub-Zero left wide open many times from long range. Meantime, there's that. You see the facial expression right there from Anthrops after the spill. Thank goodness he's all right. Novi side Wahda doing all right with a 2-point lead after the first score from Riga just then. Riga Ghetto. The maestro. He couldn't compose a make. Miezis off target on his shot as well. So Savage hands it off to the maestro. He gets it back. And that's Novi side Wahda basketball. They like to share. Sharing is caring. Savage, again, he's found a way to make plays for his team when they needed him to make plays. The reason they're here in the semis with his tip. But let me tell you, the dude can score. He's a scorer. Oftentimes he doesn't have to because Novi side has so many options. I think that for Novi side to be at its most effective here in Lausanne, and Savage has got to be shooting. Meantime, the maestro is down. He's holding his, looks like his quad. I don't know if he got hit or what, but he's all right. He's smiling. He's playing a little possum with us. He's like, I'm cool. We'll go have a seat. Meantime, Pavlovic is at the stripe after drawing the foul. Too long on the free throw. So Novi side up 4-3. That foul on the floor before the shot. Probably a smart decision because you don't want to give Anthrops anything. Did you see him in the quarterfinals? If you're not following our official social media account, don't make me come find you. Go ahead and lock it in right now at FIBA 3x3. And right at the rim, Zaburbs with the strong score. Pavlovic getting his and one on. Gets the score plus the foul. See if he can cap it off with a free throw here. Another look. Fights up through the contact, and his team holds on to a 3-point lead for now. And he's short on the free throw. So Kvars is going to clear it, hands it off to Miezis. Loses his footing. He lost his grip on the ball. Let that one fly for an air ball, and there's Sub-Zero. He had a little talk with himself after that last game. He said, okay, y'all gonna leave me open? Don't let my nickname fool you. I'm the opposite of cold. Sub-Zero with the defense on Miezis. Wide open two-piece. Missed. And then Miezis couldn't hold on to the ball. It's called for the double dribble. Point blank range. Every point, every possession is so important when you're playing against the #1 in the world. The margin of error against Novi Sad Wahda with or without Dusan Bullet is slim. These are the best in the world. They've been there, done that. 11 World Tour wins for Novi Sad Wahda. Nobody does it better. And there may not be anybody that does that better than Dejan Majstorovic. But if I'm a Novi Sad Wahda fan, I like what I'm seeing so far from Sub-Zero. He's got a 2-ball and a fadeaway in the paint. You're seeing some of that aggression offensively. And that's some signature Novi Sad passing. As Savage got it to the Maestro. He couldn't convert at the rim, though. Now he's got a D up. Zebergs misses. And then Maestro called for the foul on the box out. He's going to check out. Pavlovic is going to check in. Got the lockdown defender. Zero. Oh. You can tell that Novi Sad worked on that play. Savage just a little strong on the pass. For the 5-point lead for the top squad in the world. Mid-range J bottoms and drops it like it's hot. And then Kavar's called for the foul on the inside as he's doing battle with Sub-Zero. Look back at the 2-ball. Maestro. He let one go himself. Too long off the up fake. Kavar's tried to save it to the wrong team. Miezis heads up D. Kavar's put the brakes on, missed the first layup, made the second, and then Savage with a pass out of bounds. Upset with himself. He knew that was his fault. You won't see that very often. Meantime, the 2 is launched, missed. Pavlovic lost the shoe. You got the double knot. Didn't anybody ever tell you that? You got the double knot. Double bunny ears. 7-5, 1 possession game. Maestro, impossible. Impossible. He pulls a 2-ball out of his hat right there and puts Novi Sad Wahda out by 4. So nice, you gotta see it twice. String music. I'm starting to hear the tune. Zebergs fouled hard by Sub-Zero. He's at the stripe here. Shooting one, 5:35 on the clock. And Zebergs is good on the stripe. Pavlovic, quick crossover. He lost Zebergs. Quick feed right back down to him though. And this is a young Riga team, but they play with a lot of savvy, I say. Look at the defense. It's another thing that Pavlovic brings to the table, is a really well-rounded player. Savage open like a double click. 11-7. Good court vision by the Maestro. Draws the defense in. Savage with a good look, and he makes him pay for it. No, I think I refer to Team Riga as a young team. They're really not that young. Antrops is 27, Kavars is 31, Miezis is 26, Zebergs is 25. But I think their newness to the tour is what it gives them a young feel. They play with a lot of vigor too. And right now, Riga looking at a 4-point deficit as Novi Sad Wahda has come back alive like Carlisi's dragon. Ain't that crazy how the Night King brought the dragon back to life? That was crazy last episode. I digress. Forget the Game of Thrones. This is the game of 3x3. The double cross from Miezis as he got to the cup. Gets his team within 3, but Savage will have a chance to erase that score with a make here, and he keeps it at a 4-point distance for Novi Sad Wahda. Zebergs, no. Kavars couldn't track it down Miezis. Watch out now, watch out now. He's got him dancing. Nothing happening though. Approaching the 4-minute mark. Savage in beast mode. Dropping it like it's hot. And it's 14-8. 6-point game. Under 4 to play. Right on cue. As I was saying, Savage can score the ball. And he's been much more aggressive, much more potent on the offensive end in this game thus far. With the help of the maestro as well. And Novi Sad can just take you apart. Pavlovic with the moves, but unfortunately for him, it was Riga with the score there. Meantime, Zebergs is going at the maestro, gets it down to Kavars. Kavars with the reverse. But it's still a 5-point game. Maestro fading. And then no answer though. Good look from Antrops. Sometimes with shooters like Antrops, he makes a lot of contested twos. And then when he gets wide open, sometimes that, I guess the shock affects the shot. But he's missed a couple of wide open ones here. 14-9 is where it stays. Miezis lets it go, short on his. 3:20 to go in this one. Riga with 5 fouls, Novi Sad Wahda with 4. In our last semifinal, the host Team Lausanne awaiting the winner in the final. Just urban basketball at its best. 3x3. We do it like nobody else can. You got the music, you got the DJs, you got the dancers, you got the urban culture embraced outdoors in the middle of the city, the center of attention. And the players always put on the show. Savage to the maestro. String music, no. It's Pavlovic doing his dance now. Step back. Nope. Miezis. He went baseline on the cut, but Kavars' pass was tipped. Maestro, how in the world? 15-9, and now you're starting to see a little bit of that inexperience, I think. Meantime, take a look at another look at that. That was just craziness. Some of the shots that the Maestro makes, you just like, what? He made one earlier this year off the top of the backboard. I forget which Masters that was, but you don't want to play him in the game of horse. I'm just saying. 6-point game, 2:27 on the clock. Our last semifinal. Kyle Montgomery in your ear, have no fear. Coming at you from Lausanne, Switzerland. Novi Wahda made it to the semifinals with a final of 14-13 over Kron. Nice stop and go. Antrops couldn't get the floater to fall. Maestro right in the teeth of the defense. And he got stuck. Foul called on the floor. 5 on Novi side. Riga, meantime, with 16 fouls. They're 1 away from the penalty. Miezis, him in his bag of crossovers. Long on the shot. Zero, D'd up by Zebergs. 8 on the shot clock for Novi Sad as Sub-Zero checks out. His first World Tour this year after missing significant time with an ankle injury. Didn't see him in Amsterdam either, or the World Cup. So 1 minute, 31 seconds. (15-9). Savage to Pavlovic to the Maestro. Back out to Savage. He's wide right. Miez is trying to save it for Riga. Couldn't do it. I mean, Novi side ball. There's a good look. That specially made 3x3 Wilson Rock. You can find out more about our specially made outdoor 3x3 basketballs by logging on to FIBA 3x3.com/ball. So that's pretty much the only place where you can stand and have any space to watch the action today. High up above on the bridge, because it's standing room only here inside the venue. Those stone arches, by the way, and that imposing bridge we just showed you is known as the Le Grand Pont. Of course, you got the Gothic Cathedral of Notre Dame glooming on the horizon as well. This is a beautiful venue. And the Maestro, too strong on the two-piece. We're under a minute to play, though. Antrops draws the foul. Novi Sad Wahda had a foul to give, so they got 6 fouls, 16 fouls apiece, both squads. Next foul, and we're shooting free throws. Two-piece from Antrops makes it a 2-possession game. 15-11, Maestro, smooth to the cup. Miezis launches one, gets his own rebound. They understand a sense of urgency here. They need some 2 balls, and they need them quick. Antrops, crossover, step back from the corner. Yes, sir. 13-16. 18 seconds remaining in this one. Riga showing some fight. It's going to take a miracle, though, to complete this type of a comeback. 3-point game. Maestro smartly using that clock. 6 left on the shot clock. 11 seconds left on the game clock. Novi Sad Wahda looks poised to move on into the final. for their third consecutive Masters. And lace them up against Team Lausanne. This one isn't done yet. Of course, Riga was forced to foul. They'll put Marco Savage on the strike. He scored the final bucket for Novi Wahda in the quarterfinals. Let's see if he's the final scorer in the semis as well. He knocks them both down. That's gonna seal the deal on this one. This one's a saran wrap. Over, finito. Only thing left now is the final, y'all. And it's on Novi Wahda with an 18-13 victory in the semis over Team Riga in their first appearance on the World Tour. They come up short, and it's the top-ranked team in the world moving on. Again, playing without Dusan Bullet. Novi Wahda improbably still manages to get to the final here in Lausanne.